Good morning, mi gente. It's 9 a.m. I know, gay people and an LGBTQ plus Kiki at 9 in the freaking morning. That's why I'm still in bed. Me, I'm FayWhat, and I'm gonna help you get your week started off right. We have lots of fun things to talk about. It's gonna be a great week.
Gay boys, hashtag that girl. Sunbeams, drag queens, L word. Is that girl the girl of all our dreams? She's everything that every girl should be. Aqua, South Beach, hashtag that girl. Pride-filled, tea-dance, Wilton. Is that girl Latina, but she's universal too? If you find a girl to love, only one girl to love, then she'll be that girl too. That girl.
The FayWhat Show is America's first LGBTQ plus morning show, and we're live right now on Roku, Apple TV, Android TV, Amazon Fire Television, YouTube, and Facebook. I'm also on demand anytime you want. It's Monday, May 20th, 2024. Let's kiki about what's going on in the LGBTQ plus community. I have a sidekick joining me in bed for some conversation. You know who he is. He's Jay, baby. Our first segment is called Gay Boys Sleep Late, and this morning I'm joined by my gay guy pal, Jamaal L. He's a model, spiritualist, wellness counselor, part of Queer Yoga Club Miami, HIV activist with Impulse Group, and also sits on the Men of Color Advisory Board for Viv Healthcare. Let's not forget that he walks as sex siren in the house of gorgeous Gucci. You can find him on Instagram at @porcelain. That's porcelain with a 3. Good morning, Jamaal. Welcome to my bed, boo.
Hello.
How are you? How are you doing?
I'm good.
Full
of sunshine and rainbows.
Full of sunshine and rainbows, because it's hot as hell.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I mean, we expected this.
We did. I know. I get it. But I mean, like, it's hot.
I mean, I'm loving my dark chocolatey. The darker I get, the better, the happier I get. I love it.
I love it.
I love it.
No, and that you and your boys love to also do like your beach days.
Oh,
you know?
yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
like, they're out there, like, you know, just looking delicious, all right? And they're out there for like a day of fun in the sun. Like, you know, you pack up your
Every
stuff.
Sunday.
You have the chairs, you have the food, you have the
Yes.
music. Like, I could just, like, when I see your setup, I'm like, they ain't going nowhere. Like,
Not until the sun go down.
I
and
love
the mosquitoes
that.
come eat us up, but
Yeah, they must love you.
yeah, they have to have a little bit of.
You know, mosquitoes, like, don't eat me. Like, I think it's because I
Really?
had so much alcohol in my system in the past that maybe they still bite me and then just die. Because, like, they just don't get me. And, like, they eat my wife alive. Like, we've got the stupid candles, that stupid lantern.
I need
those. All of that shit
I
that
need
don't
all
work.
that shit.
None
I
of
need
that
all
works.
that shit in my
None of that
life.
works. You
All
know?
of it.
I think mosquitoes just love black and brown blood. I think that's just what it is, because we
Maybe they
taste
do.
better.
Maybe they do.
I'm just saying.
It's honey, baby.
It's honey, baby. That mosquito repellent don't work on us. So, folks, this week we celebrate Harvey Milk Day, okay? Every year on May 22nd, his birthday, we celebrate the trailblazing icon who was the first openly gay elected official in the U.S. His legacy still inspires people today. You know, it's crazy to think about Harvey Milk. I was thinking about, like, the movie. Remember when the movie came out? And, God, who was it? What was his name?
Oh, I see his face.
He's cute. David, who played Harvey Milk?
1 second.
Oh my God, he's been in everything. It's something with an S. He used to marry Madonna. He was with Madonna.
Sean Penn.
Sean Penn!
Oh my God! How did? I'm looking at the man's name. I'm like,
No,
come out my
right?
mouth.
And you could see
Come
all
out
the
my mouth.
you could hear all the people that like know who Harvey Milk is and have seen the movie just screaming
at the
"Come
camera.
on, you knew it.
Y'all, it's
You
right
knew
there.
it.
It's
You
right
knew
there.
it. You knew it. You know, but I remember when that movie first came out and how just it was, you know, you could feel.
Impactful.
Yes, that's a great word
Touching.
for it.
Yeah.
You know, because many people didn't know the story.
No.
You know, I mean, the
No.
man was gunned down,
Yeah.
you know, during work. Assassinated,
Yeah.
like during work,
Assassinated.
you know, and like one of the few openly out LGBTQ plus elected officials, you know, and now all these years later, and we're still kind of in the same boat where we don't have too many elected officials that look like us, represent us, are fighting for us.
But we have them on the ballot.
And the ones
have
we
them on the
do,
ballot.
you need to vote
Yes.
for. Okay?
Yes.
Like this year more than ever. Withhold
Yes.
sex from whoever you have to withhold sex from. Get a caravan of people and take everybody to go vote
Yes.
together. Whatever you got to do.
Yes.
You know, I feel like we talked about this in the past.
We have. This isn't a conversation that we haven't had or
Yeah.
that hasn't been ongoing.
Yeah.
But we've talked about it at Queer
Yeah.
at the table,
Yeah.
you know. But yeah, it's necessary.
It's necessary.
It's necessary.
And especially on Harvey Milk Day, just to pay respect, right?
Mm-hmm.
To someone who literally laid down his life for us, right? Make sure you're registered to vote. On a day like this is when you really should be doing something like that. That's how you pay homage to the fallen, right?
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about some Kikis, baby, okay? So first, recently a Reddit user posted in the AskGayMen subreddit asking who people thought the hottest celebrities over 40 were. Many users comment that men don't ever really get hot until they hit 40. I was surprised by that. Some of the top hotties suggested by users were Jake Gyllenhaal, Sterling K. Brown, Pedro Pascal, Ricky Martin, Tom Ford, Christopher Meloni, and Ernie Hudson, okay, who recently went viral at the new Ghostbusters premiere for looking better than he did at the premiere of the original, baby. Men over 40 that LGBTQ plus find sexy. What are we all talking about? Do you agree with the list?
I agree. We started off very well. I think there are some hot, but Jake Gyllenhaal has always been hot for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ricky Martin. I think there's some sort of security that comes when you get over 40 and also a sort of grounding for a man where now he's taking care of himself more. Because 20 and young 30-year-olds, they don't really care.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
just flinging it everywhere.
Yeah.
They're just tossing it everywhere, you know?
Yeah,
And-
they're sticking themselves everywhere and they're putting anything into their bodies at that point, right?
When you get over 40 for a man, I think your mortality becomes
Real.
real. And it's like, well, I need to really get
Yes.
on my ish about taking care of my body, et cetera, et cetera. And so these men, they just look amazing because
Yeah.
of that. And then these are millionaires. Come on now.
Yeah, they've got the best of the best, you know?
Right.
But I think, like, I agree with you. Like, they've grown into their bodies. You ever seen a kid that's got a big-ass nose and you're like, you're going to be good when you're, like, 25,
Don't
right?
fix
Or like,
anything.
don't
fix anything.
Don't do anything, okay?
anything.
You'll grow into it and you'll be cute, right? But just right now ain't the time, right? It's like that. Like, by the time you're 40, you already know, like, if your ears stick out, you cover them. Like, you wear clothes that, like, go with you. So you wear the clothes don't wear you.
Exactly.
You know,
Exactly.
like you've had loss already. You've
Exactly.
lost someone you've loved
Exactly.
dearly. You've lost a family member. You've lost a dog. You've been through some loss.
Yeah.
So you got a certain swag of yourself.
Yeah.
You've got a certain way you carry yourself.
Grownness.
Yes, and that makes you
maturity.
sexy.
Yes, grownness and maturity is so sexy. Like, oh,
Like,
especially
yeah.
on a man,
Yes.
because it's very It's what I like to call not the toxic masculine, but the divine masculine. Like
Ooh,
that.
I love that.
That security, that self confidence, that thing that isn't icked at, things that don't concern him.
Yeah.
Like
I ain't
that-
got time for that.
I ain't got time for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's sexy as hell.
Like,
it really is.
It really, it's so.
You think about it, like it's like I pay my mortgage, I know what I'm wearing tomorrow, I don't need you, but I'd love to have you in my life, but I don't need you. You know what I mean? That's sexy as hell.
That's
Sexy AF. Now that we've broken it down like that,
Yeah.
you're right. Man,
Yeah.
and listen, and Sterling has been looking
my
cuter and
God.
cuter every year. I don't
That
know
man.
what he's doing.
That man
Okay, God, he
is-
played a gay role recently in this movie that I freaking loved. I can't, the American something.
American Fiction.
Oh, so good.
Oh.
So good. See American Fiction, okay? Again,
he
that
played that role.
he
played that role.
I thought they
But
wrote
I can
that
still,
shit
I
for
can still
him.
tell that he's a straight man. I can tell he's a straight man, but he studied somebody or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
'cause he played that role.
Yes.
I was like, all right.
Listen, that movie deserves more awards. Okay, so go and watch that movie.
It
Okay,
is
American Fiction is
amazing.
is an incredible story. It's just black filmmaking at its best with some incredible actors, but
And the satire
believable.
in it.
But
Ugh.
believable. Like those roles were cast so freaking
Yeah.
perfectly.
Yeah.
And so Sterling has a role as the gay brother that's kind of losing it, going through a divorce from a woman, deep into drugs, effing everything that moves, but you believed him. And he was, and his body. He had Jamaal body. Like,
no,
oh,
I don't have.
Yes, he does.
I-
Look, follow him on social when his ass is just out plain to see, okay?
Oof. Sterling K. Brown.
Oof, okay. Even if you just go watch the movie and just pause it at the kitchen scene, you know what I'm talking about. He's got his twink running around. You'll know what I'm talking about.
But that man got a wife. I don't touch the straights. I don't deal with the straights.
I don't touch
But
the
he's
straight.
sexiest.
He's sexiest. Adorable. Adorable. Next, in a recent interview with Andy Cohen on XM Radio, Ricky Martin revealed the reason he came out of the closet. While he had come out to his family at 18, it wasn't until years later that he would come out of the closet to the public. He shared that it was at his dad's urging after he himself became a father. His dad, Enrique Morales, told him, quote, "Rick, you need to come out. What are you going to do? Teach your kids to lie? You gotta be open. You gotta be out. I wanna help you. How can we do this?" End quote. Watch this.
What was your team telling you at that time?
Don't.
No,
this is going to be the end of your career. Don't. You don't need to. Why? Shut up. You don't need to share it. Everybody knows around you. You don't have to tell the world. Your friends know. Your family know.
Right.
Why do you need to stand in front of the camera and talk about it?
Right.
They didn't understand the importance of it. Now I see it.
Right.
I understood before they did how important it is, not only for me, but to be a spokesperson for something as important as to talk on behalf of those that are.
And what was your family saying, by the way?
So my father is a psychologist, and he's the one that.
Oh, wow.
came
This
to
is
me.
interesting. Really?
And he told me, "Rick, you need to come out."
Really?
My father, yeah. Wow. Especially when I became a father, he said, "What are you going to teach your kids to lie?
Wow.
You got to be open. You got to go out. Tell me what I need. I want to help you.
Wow.
How can we do this?" And I'm like, "All right, Dad, I'm working on it. Give me a second."
Right.
I don't know how. I don't know if it's through an interview. I don't know if I want to write a letter and tweet it.
Yeah.
I don't know. Give me a break. It'll come.
Yeah.
And my mom when I told my mom when I was 18 years old, she was concerned because she was, "Oh my God, I just don't want you to hurt."
Yeah.
And people out there are really cruel.
Right.
And so it took her a minute to accept it. But obviously when I did it, I made sure she was on an airplane.
Yeah.
On her way to see me. So she was on an airplane,
Yes.
and I did what I did. And
what did you do? You posted a letter or something?
I wrote a letter
Right.
and I tweeted it.
Good.
And
how did it feel sending that?
Oh my God! Can I do it again?
Yes, right.
I wish I could come out 20 times.
Yeah, right.
It felt amazing.
Yes,
Of course,
light
I
as
started
a
crying
feather.
like a baby.
Right.
I pressed send, and I was like, "Oh,
Right.
oh, that's it."
Right. It's done.
My assistant, who's still my assistant, Paco, he was next to me, and I'm like, "I think I need a hug."
Wow.
Que lindo. Ricky Martin came out after this important conversation with his papa. What are we all talking about?
Oh, we were just talking about him being so sexy.
Yes. Oh my God. And since he was 18, that's a long time, to be keeping that. I mean, I get it. Like he said in the video, like his friends and family knew, right? Why does the rest of the world need to know, right? But it's even more important for the rest of the world to know because there's that little queer brown kid or that queer black kid that's watching him on TV and is a fan and is like, that's me. I can come out too.
Living your truth, living his truth. And it's so funny. His dad's a psychologist. Like, that's powerful.
That's powerful.
That's very powerful. And he's like, what you gonna tell your child? Like, you not gay, but you telling the world that you're straight and your whole family knows you're gay.
Yeah.
And has known you're gay for a very long time.
Yeah.
So you can't play this double life because you're not passing on a good legacy.
Yeah.
That's healing.
That is healing. And that kudos to being a good father to his dad, and just like saying, not getting all like, okay, my wife used to be a social worker. She's got her freaking, she's got her schooling, let's just say, right? And there's times that she'll tell me some shit and I'll be like, no, don't be trying to psychologize me. You know what I mean? Don't be using that shit on me, where Ricky Martin knows his dad is a psychologist and he didn't like do like a psycho kind of thing. He was like, look, you're a dad now, right?
Yeah.
Are you telling your kids to lie? Really simple.
And he probably was sitting on that for a very long time.
Yeah.
Like, I want you to tell the world, but I can't, you have to live your life. And now his son comes into the world and he's like, listen.
Yeah.
Listen.
Now you've got a little you, right? And you can't be lying to your
can't be
kid
lying.
too, you know? Wow. Okay. Well, Ricky, we love you, and I
Most
told you
def.
you've got to watch the
Palm Royale.
Palm Royale on Apple TV. He
Yeah.
looks amazing on it. He looks so damn sexy, and I got to see him, almost a month and a half ago when Madonna brought him up.
Oh yeah,
On
yeah,
stage
yeah, on
here.
stage in Miami.
Where everybody was thinking that he had a
Yeah.
boner. He did it. He just had pleated pants on, people.
From Prince rubbing up all on him.
That's
Shout
right.
out to Prince.
Shout out
None
to
of the
Prince. You looked
dancers.
amazing, okay? The dancers, right? When I saw the dancers walking up, I take a screenshot and I send it to Jay and I'm like, these guys are almost as hot as you. And he's like, oh, I know him. That's my brother. That's it. I was like, effing of course. Of course you know them. Of course you're part of the same crew. Jesus. Hotness.
Well, he
Hotness
was just at the
hotness knows
safe
hotness.
space right before.
I love that.
That was cute.
I love that.
It was good.
The FayWhat Show is part of one of the largest LGBTQ plus media companies in America, and Hotspots Magazine has been documenting the LGBTQ plus experience for 40 years, and Happening Out Television Network has been bringing you daily LGBTQ plus news, talk shows, and more for 4 years. In the same model of PBS and NPR, we are a nonprofit 501c3 organization whose mission is to educate and serve the LGBTQ plus community. So Jamaal, let's look at this week. What are we doing this week? That's it, May 20th. Next week is already Memorial Day? No way.
This weekend.
Oh, okay, yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh, all you New Yorkers, I already see you on Spirit on the way down here.
Yeah.
Turn around and go.
I need to be on a plane out of here.
Oh my
I'm just
God.
playing. I'm just playing. We have Pridechella.
Oh, I love the new name of it,
Yeah.
Pridechella.
Pridechella by Afro Pride.
Mm-hmm.
They have a bunch of events, a ball too. I don't know if I feel like walking though. But go out and support them.
Well,
and-
how do you have to prepare? Like you said, I don't know if I want to walk for them, right? Like, do you have to, do you need a week to prepare to walk? Do you need a couple of days to prepare
I mean,
to walk?
me, I'm prepared.
You can walk
already.
right now.
You know, I'm
Listen,
already-
I woke up prepared, Faye. No.
It's just if I'm in the mental space to even just, walking sex siren is very vulnerable space.
Well,
I
you're
don't
kind
think-
of a piece of me. No offense.
Yeah, no, you
but
are.
That
No,
is your role.
You literally
You know what I mean?
are a piece of me.
Sex siren.
You're a
However you want
piece of
to define
me
that.
out there.
Yes.
And then how you express your sexuality, you have to express it through your body, and you have to make people say, this is me being sexy, and be judged for that.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a lot.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Especially for a person like me who just doesn't give a shit. I'm sexy regardless of what's going to happen.
of what you think
Of
about
what
my
you think
sexiness.
about my
I'm still
sexiness.
leaving here sexy as hell.
But
Yeah.
also, you still go through those emotions. Like anytime anyone performs, or is in the spotlight,
Yeah. Yeah.
you're nervous.
Yeah.
You're nervous before you get on camera. You're nervous before you go out in front of that thing. You're nervous because it's just a natural part of the process.
Well, and then also, I think that we get nervous for things that we do because we love the organization or the people we work with, and we don't
Yeah.
want to let them down, right? So now,
Also.
your house is your freaking family,
Yeah.
right?
Or the whole community for me.
For- yeah.
The whole ballroom community is like community for me. So, just being out there and showing up, especially when things happen in Miami, like those events, we take pride in Florida having this scene or having certain people or said people represent us. We're like, wow, that person's from Miami, that person's from Florida. We really there's a lot riding on that as well.
Yeah.
And then to look at your clips, I don't like looking at my performances. Even when I'm editing them, putting them up on social media, I'm like,
You kind of disconnect, and it's like you're cutting it, but it's not you.
Yeah.
For those moments, yeah.
For those moments,
Yeah,
until
yeah.
after I look at it, and
Damn, I'm fine.
look at you, Jamal, look at you.
You
Give
did that.
yourself-
You did
You
that.
did it. You did it.
But
You got
you
out
did it.
there.
I mean, come on, think about it.
Win, lose or draw, you did
Lose or
it.
draw, you did that. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but I don't know about you, but I was, I was 6 feet tall at 12. Okay, I had a mullet at 12. If I could show my 12-year-old myself here,
Now,
and
right.
go, look, Mom, I promise you, it'll come
promise
together.
you. I
It'll come
promise you.
together. It's just not for a while, but it'll come together.
I get it.
All right. Well, we're gonna have a great week. There's gonna be
We
a lot of
are.
events.
Yeah.
There's gonna be a lot of events, and there's gonna
And
be
really hot.
a lot of hot people, and it's gonna be a lot of hotness, and it's gonna be
Yeah.
hot because we're South Florida.
Yeah.
But we'll have fun. Right?
Yeah.
Right.
Always.
Always, baby.
Always.
Thank you, Jamaal, for being on my show. I adore you. You know that.
Thank you, Phil.
Did you know that the Happening Out Television Network studios are located at Sunshine Cathedral Square, which also houses Sunshine Cathedral, the world's largest queer church, right here in Fort Lauderdale? We broadcast our Sunday service every week at 10:30 a.m. This morning, I want to get our week started off right by telling you some things that are really important to me. We call it Faye, what's on my mind? You know, I'm thinking about mental health these days a lot, right? And it's just so perfect that May is Mental Health Month. And while talking about mental health is important all year round, this special month of recognition raises awareness about mental illness, how it's everywhere in today's society, and it impacts all kinds of people of all ages and backgrounds. You know, you got money, you don't got money, it affects you, especially LGBTQ+. Now more than ever, it's so important that we shine a light on mental health in the LGBTQ+ community and ensure that all people receive the support that they need to truly just thrive, honestly, to truly just exist. Studies show that LGBTQ+ people are more likely to experience depression, anxiety, lowered self-esteem, and even suicidal thoughts compared to our straight and cisgender peers. These stats are even higher for members of the bisexual and transgender community. And we've also seen how LGBTQ+ youth are especially at risk of struggling with mental health, given stressors such as like an unsupportive family or hostile school conditions or bullying or a lack of resources or not knowing where to get these resources. So if you need help, talk to someone. The social stigma and discrimination faced by LGBTQ+ people create stress and hardship that can lead to mental health conditions and some that you can't come back from. You know, such stress also makes it hard for queer people to seek medical and mental health treatment. If you or someone you care about is struggling, they deserve help. Everyone deserves help. You know, if you're here in South Florida, go look up SunServe, sunserve.org in Broward, okay? They believe in mental health for everyone. Pride Line's in Miami, all right? They're a community center, but they will also help you get the help that you need with qualified therapists that are there to help you. These are resources, okay? And you are not alone. Just do a little bit of research, okay? Let go of that stigma because mental health is health. That's it. Period. And you so deserve it, and you can thrive and be the best version of yourself with just a little help. All right. Mental Health Awareness Month, May. Make sure that you do your research and do what's right. So that's it. That's the FayWhat Show. I hope that you had fun. Thank you so much to Jamaal L. Starks for joining me in bed. I'm really passionate about trying to connect the L and the G in our LGBTQ+ community. It's often hard for us girls, but if we believe we are one strong community, then we must support all the letters of our LGBT and Q+. We opened the show with a nod to Mary Tyler Moore and That Girl's Marlo Thomas. This show is dedicated to a strong LGBTQ+ community. I just encourage you to be a little bit kinder, a little bit funnier, and embrace our tremendous diversity. It's what makes us so damn strong. Until then, make sure you follow me on all social media outlets. Facebook, IG, TikTok, YouTube, I'm all over that. Follow FayWhat, okay? And since you're always on the go, you can listen to The FayWhat Show wherever you listen to your podcasts. Just search The FayWhat Show. Until next Monday, world, at 9 a.m. live or anytime on demand. I'm FayWhat, and I am #thatgirl. I wish you a week full of sunshine and rainbows. Stay gay.
Rainbows, gay boys, #that girl. Sunbeams, drag queens, L word. Is that girl the girl of all our dreams? She's everything that every girl should be. Aqua, South Beach, #that girl. Pride-filled, tea-dance, Wilton. Is that girl Latina, but she's universal too.
So, did you enjoy the show? I know you did. So make sure to click subscribe so you won't miss any of the events, news, or interviews right here on the FayWhat Show. Ring the bell at the bottom of the screen, right there, so you'll be alerted every time we're live. You can also click on the Happening Out Television Network logo so you can see all of the shows on the most diverse LGBTQ+ media network. Find out just what we're doing to bring the L and the G together right here on the FayWhat Show. Get the week started with me.